Hi, it's me again with Corel Roll Tips and Tricks. Somebody wanted to do this exact same thing that they found on the internet, and I've already done it. Came out pretty good. Not much work involved at all. It's pretty big. So what I suggest to do with it selected, we're going to crop out some of the stuff so Corel doesn't have to work so hard. And the young lady actually said she doesn't even want the bird. Now it's still quite large, so we're going to reduce it. I still believe that Corel finds it easier to trace, and we're going to go to outline, trace, clip art, and there we have it. It doesn't look like much. Matter of fact, it looks rather funky. That's the problem they're having. But if I right-click an outline, we get a pretty good tree. So this thing is 1.3, I'm going to make my nudge factor 1.5, and I am going to take this tree, and I got a leak. So what we need to do, and it doesn't matter really, see there's the leak right there. We could repair that leak, but it's just as easy just to take a 2-point line and start making a line, and then we can fill that in, and we have that tree. I think it traced pretty good. Now what we need to do is, we could actually leave it black, but I'm going to make it like this for just a second. I am going to Control D and make a duplicate. While holding down this, I'm going to mirror it, and then I'm going to look at our joint right here, and we're dead on. Now I would take a rectangle, and this is, personal preference how big you're going to make it, and I would then move my rectangle to that joint. Just any way you want to do it, just have it, it'll actually snap. It should snap right to that joint. And we could actually take that joint away, but it snapped to quite well. So now, and then we can make our rectangle a little bit bigger. I am going to take the Smart Fill tool on black and fill that in with black. And then I'm going to fill this in with black, but the Smart Fill will not get to those other parts. So we just need to fill in these interior parts with black, because the Smart Fill tool is being blocked by that line. That's a pretty cool design. I don't know if I particularly, like the tree, and you could clean it up quite a bit, before you mirrored it. Now we could take this, let's make a duplicate of it and nudge it over. You could left click, right click, and using almost like right there, it's not particularly good. You could use this smoothing tool. I'm going to have to back out, see, look how big it is. It's 5 inches. That's just because my graphic is so little. We're going to make it like 0.1, maybe 0.3. And then we're going to zoom in here and get the smoothing tool again and just barely touch it. Make the, I would maybe want these things rounded more so. So you'd want to do this first, and that actually, I think it looks pretty good. And then if you get to a point like that, just take your shape tool back and just move one of the nodes one way or the other. You could take out those little bitty spots. If there's anything, you could go over the whole tree with this. You could do it all with the shape tool, but let's just see what it's going to look like after I'm just barely moving anything over. That's probably good enough. Now let's take the Smart, and we can just fill it in. Not much different, but that's how I would clean it up a little bit. There's a bad spot right there where mine is, kind of messed up too. Anyway, that's how I would do it, because you could always Control D and make a duplicate and then mirror it down and take away the fill on that one and just do the exact same thing with the rectangle. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.